And our next guest has a uniquely Canadian mission. Samuel Hartono is bringing our beloved coastal snack to the world. He is co-founder of Northern Bars. So Samuel, hello there and welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, now these look suspiciously like Nanaimo Bars. What's the story here?
Yeah, so at Northern Bars, we basically create the modern interpretation of the Canadian classic Nanaimo Bar. So basically, we want to do something that's innovative while respecting the traditional recipes.
Okay, what about you? What was your first aha moment, your first bite of a Nanaimo Bar?
My first Nanaimo Bar is my partner Michelle and I were just moved back to Canada from our grad school in the UK, and it was at New Waves Coffee at New Westminster on 6th Avenue.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was like my first bite of Nanaimo Bar.
Okay, I could go for a croissant, or I could go for this. Like, this looks kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Tell us about that experience. So you take the bite and?
And I thought, it's great. It's like it's really decadent, and I love it. Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah,
That's simple.
and it's, I'm a coffee drinker, and it goes perfectly well with coffee and tea, and yeah.
It goes practically with anything,
Yeah.
frankly. I don't think there's no prerequisite for Nanaimo Bars, and we're so proud of them here on the West Coast. Now, you're calling these Northern Bars. Is there a copyright infringement or something on the actual Nanaimo Bar? Can you use that or?
No, it's the name Nanaimo Bar is basically just a tribute to Canada. You know, like the great free North and free, and yeah, we just want to promote this Canadian classic to the world.
Okay, wait a second. So do you have a background in baking or food services or anything like that?
No, I actually my degree is actually in business, so I used to work in technology and corporate sales. But you know, as you progress throughout your career, you realize. I realized I want to do something with my hand, and culinary arts is something that I pursue and want to be excellent at.
Okay, let's go back to that. So this was what year that you had your first taste of Nanaimo Bar?
2016.
2016. So fast forward to 2022. How did you even go about the boxing, the formula? How did you go about this? These are gorgeous little things.
Yeah, so it took us about 2 years to basically develop the product, because when we were doing our research, we found out there's so many pain points why Nanaimo Bar is not being sold travel-friendly and giftable.
Right.
So yeah, we set out and tried to solve those problems. And
Okay.
it took us 2 years from the design and the recipe development and the design. Our logo is actually designed by a local designer by the name of David Arias, and he's based in North Vancouver. And yeah, so we're really proud of our little product here.
Well, I see. Okay, and what about this? Is this the logo on the top of the Nanaimo Bar? Or what am I seeing here?
Yeah, so that's our logo. So in its entirety, it's supposed to look like a Northern Star, and then the top bit is supposed to look like a Canadian maple leaf without being one. And then the bottom part is just the 3 layers of Nanaimo Bars.
It's beautiful. So what do you have to do to make them shippable and giftable?
So basically, in simple words, just food science. We control 2 variables. Just I don't want to go too technical, but it's basically pH and water activity, by controlling the ratio of the ingredient.
So where are you based?
So these bars, they're made in the iconic Granville Island here in Vancouver.
Beautiful. So you've got a team of how many?
We're a small team of 5 people at the moment.
5
Yeah,
people
and,
to make these delectable little treats. You know what I'm really fascinated by? When I see Nanaimo Bars, you know when you cut into one, they crack on the top.
Yeah.
They crack. You can never make them so perfect. So how do you make this beautiful little mold?
Yeah, so the way we make it, everything is custom made from scratch, and we have a little mold that basically allow us to create it like this.
That's
yeah,
right.
so beautiful. Yeah, uniform
It is
and bite
beautiful, and it
size.
doesn't. That is perfectly bite-sized. So this is for people that would go to Granville Island, for example. They normally want to bring back a BC treat that might be smoked salmon or some maple syrup from Canada or something. So this is an option.
Yeah, it's certainly an option, and we want to offer that to the travelers and promote this as something that's really unique from BC.
Okay, and all these different sizes are an option too. But when you bring it overseas, for example, you got to eat it fairly quickly. This is not going to last for months and months. This is a quick eat. Open and eat.
Actually, if you store it properly, unopened, this box could last up to 4 months. But once you open the box, you have to finish it within 5 days.
Oh, really? Well, this is open now, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to start, okay?
Why don't you have a little try?
I think I will. Thank you so much
You're
for coming
welcome.
in. I hope you have a great holiday season, too.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, see, Nanaimo Bar, it's a classic. It's a classic.